Hello, my name is Redux and welcome to what is now episode 6 of my Let's Build series. As always, a few things have changed in between episodes, but I've just come back freshly from, well, I say fresh, it's been a couple of days, but let's say fresh, from editing the previous episode, and I noticed that my summary of all the changes I've done in between episodes was pretty long, so here's a short version. Finish the fields, big tree, little trees, pathway, barrels, gazebo thingy, rock texturing, and leaves on a cake. And that's everything you guys have missed. So let's just quickly take a walk through to see sort of where we're standing right now. As I said, I made a few little trees. I'm not the best tree builder, but I think they're kind of looking okay. I quite like this one over here. I'm not sure if the leaves are maybe a bit too bushy at the top. Maybe that's something we need to sort out. But things are really coming together and it's starting to look really nice. It's really getting that feel we're looking for. We're starting to fill up more of the spaces and it's starting to sort of have more of a good atmosphere to it. But like I said in this episode, we're going to be working in this area here, I think. We're going to lay down all the foundations for the buildings, the market and all that stuff, all that good stuff. And then we might even be building that all up in this episode. I want to try and get a lot of progress done because I really want to move on to a new project. So what we're going to do is jump into a good old-fashioned time-lapse. Now, as I said, I'm going to preface this once again. It may be that this time-lapse doesn't work, and if it doesn't, I am really sorry. But hey, let's see. Okay, and one short time lapse later, we have ourselves a plan, a rough plan as to where we're going to build up the remaining village. So this is the plan for the remaining houses. We'll probably smatter some custom trees around, some big ones, some small ones. We'll probably also then make a market area here and a dock along here. Yeah, they're going to have to be quite small boats, but I think we'll make a few little boats just in there that can go in and out for trading purposes. Beyond that, we're getting pretty close to completion here. We will probably want to add a few little pathways and like little back alleys between some of these villages that might have some little gardens, herb gardens or whatnot. So we're going to have to come up with some functions for these buildings and try and theme them a little bit. Maybe some of them are some shops, you know, we can have the market here which will probably be like a fish and vegetable market to sell because that's what they produce, and then here we'll probably have some shops and whatnot, maybe like a I don't know, blacksmith, maybe a potion salesman, someone who sells like plants and stuff. I'm not really sure, we can kind of work it out as we go along. But yeah, like I said, I really want to keep this as a productive episode, so if it's alright with you guys, I was thinking we could jump into another quick time lapse. Let's go. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's go. there we go, there we have it, another time lapse that has actually worked. It's a miracle. It seems to be working out nicely, so I think this will be kind of the format we go with moving forwards, with a little bit more progress, a lot more time lapses and stuff like that. Currently only using one track for the time lapses, so I'll have to find some more royalty free music to mix that up a bit, because I don't want to bore you guys too much with the same tracks all the time. And the same with the background music, but we'll see how that works out. But anyway, yeah, what was maybe 2.5 minutes for you guys was about 57 minutes for me. And any of you eagle-eyed people watching the video may notice that a little bit more has happened since then. I've added some chimneys, I've added some leaves, some details, some flowers, flower boxes, entrances to every single building. I'll quickly just fly around them all for you. There we go, I added some little lanterns, some little trees around the place. Entrance here, one here, and I've tried to vary up the entrance styles, like some of them are on the ground level, some of them are like staircases up to the first level, maybe the bottom floor would be for storage and whatnot. And this entryway is here, and that's all of the buildings. So I'll just quickly fly over and show you from this side. Yeah, and you know what, I'm pretty happy with how this is all turning out. I really am. So now that we're looking up here, we can see we've probably got a pretty good sized village. We're not going to need many more or any more houses than this. There's a few more details I can chuck in down here in the sort of main village part. There's an empty space over there. We need to sort out the space around the river, the little pond. There's a wall up there that I want to put up, and I may want to assess what to do with the surrounding areas. Now, in terms of the next episode, we'll be working over in this area. We'll be doing the market and the dock area, maybe a few boats if I can figure that out. I'm not really a boat builder, but hey, we'll see what we can do. But I have actually edited most of this episode down so far, and if we include this chunk, I think we're only about 10 minutes into the episode or so. So I was thinking we could maybe do one last time lapse. Now I'm sorry, there'll probably be the same background music, and unless I can find one that I'm happy with. But what I'm thinking is we're just going to have a nice cinematic time lapse flying all the way down this river. And I'm just going to build up these trees down here. This will probably result in a slightly shorter episode than normal, but hey, maybe that will be a little bit more digestible anyway. So, without further ado, let's get into one final time lapse. there we have it, guys. About half an hour down and we have some trees done. I think they've turned out pretty nice. Got them all hanging over the river as I originally intended, so we're just going to do a quick flyby here. Threw a little small tree up in there as well. They're quite simple to build and it's quite clear from the time-lapse sort of the methodology I use on those ones, so feel free to try and follow along with that one as well. And these ones, I pretty much spammed most of the leaves, didn't really think about them too much. Haven't really looked at them a huge amount as of yet, but I'm kind of happy with how they turned out. Kind of going with these redwood kind of tree vibes there, similar to the big tree over there, but these ones are a little bit smaller. Now if you look at it from the bridge, from both sides, it's kind of got that look that we were going for. You see where you've got that little bit of an overhang that kind of frames off that waterfall, and it kind of, you've got the house just peeking out over it as well. There'll probably be a little tree or two there as well, just to cover that a little bit more. And then looking down this way, you've got quite a cool view as you see like the tree line disappearing over, and you've got that archway slightly obscured by that tree, which is looking really nice. And just keep flying up here. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this has turned out. It's really cool. So yeah, I think that's gonna just about do it for this episode. And the more I kind of fly around and sort of look at what we've achieved here, I'm really satisfied. I think we've done a really good job, and it's quite exciting to think that our first project is nearly at an end now. I say at an end, it's probably something we'll have to revisit, and I'm sure there'll be some details that I'll leave out because I'll want to move on to another project just to keep things a bit more fresh in the series as well. I don't want you guys to be too bored just looking at me build one project for, you know, 50, 100, however many episodes straight. So we'll definitely shake things up a little bit. So yeah, next episode will be tackling a sort of port area and some general marketplace. In terms of off-camera work, I might do some bits and pieces. I think I may well do a little park over here, which might be like a small little time-lapse that we do as part of the next episode. Maybe add some more little trees in this area like I said. And then we've also obviously got this area and a little wall to put in here. Now this wall is going to be really small and pretty insignificant, nothing fancy in terms of design, so that'll probably just get thrown down off camera and I'll just sort of briefly touch on it. And like we said here, this is now looking a little bit more secluded with the tree line there. Might want to have a tree in this kind of general area that leans over the pond. That way we've got a bit more sort of that secluded vibe here, which I think would look, oh god, I think would look really nice. But yeah, again, if you've made it this far, and even more so if you have watched all of the episodes up until this point, I really can't thank you enough. Please, if you wouldn't mind, show some support by sort of hitting that like button for me, and just leave some comment, leave feedback for me. I appreciate that I haven't been doing these episodes for very long, so I'm not expecting anybody to be jumping to subscribe, but you know, if you can show that you like my video with a little thumbs up, or a comment, that would be absolutely fantastic. Any feedback I get, I'm really keen to take on board and take it forward as I progress on this little journey of mine. So yeah, once again and for the final time, it's been Redux, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time guys, bye bye.